Just go.
Right, you said there'd been a complaint made.
Yes.
Why didn't you take the lady's name and address?
It wasn't a lady. It was a young man.
You told me it was out there.
I
Right,
didn't
let's
say
get
it was
this straight. Did you take the name and address of a person that made a complaint?
I've made a complaint to you. I had a complaint.
But you can't make a complaint.
If you ask me a question, have the courtesy to listen to my answer.
Okay.
Are you going to listen to my answer without interrupting?
Well, yeah, okay.
Right, so you're not going to interrupt me.
No.
Thank you. I've had a complaint from a young man I've been seen on CCTV receiving that complaint from that young man. I asked him, would you give me your name and address? And he says, no, I don't want to give my name and address. And I'm in a hurry, and he pointed to you, and he will be seen on CCTV pointing to you, complaining that you are taking pictures furtively of people. You said to me, it's none of my business. You said to me, as long as you're not taking pictures of women and children. I then stood there and watched you, and I actually physically saw you taking film footage of children. That's the facts.
Yeah.
I am prepared to give a statement to that effect. That's my evidence.
Right. Is it against the law to take photos of women and children in a public area?
It could well be.
Right.
Excuse
It
me,
could be a breach of
excuse
the
me,
peace.
excuse me.
Yeah,
Is it against the law? Is it against the law to take photos of women and
at the
children in a
moment,
public area?
you're not explaining the situation to
I don't
me.
need to. I've done
It
nothing
can
wrong.
be an offence. It
I've done nothing
depends.
wrong.
Right, okay.
Right, what you're entitled to do is go through my camera and gather your evidence.
Like to report my
What he
van
said.
got broken into outside my house
Right.
last night.
You're perfectly entitled to go through that bit of footage
Everything's done
now.
initial
And there's no
result, I'll put it
footage.
through our control room,
It's
Yeah,
camera.
okay, cheers.
Yeah,
Photographs.
it's photos. I've seen you taking photos.
But he said
And
he
I
saw
asked
me
you
filming
what
it.
you're doing. Okay, photos, or we don't know what rules, we don't know
Well,
what you're doing.
sorry, but he said he saw me filming women and children.
Okay.
Did you or did you not say
I
that?
saw you pointing your camera towards women and children. That's what I said.
That's not against the law, mate.
It
Whether
could
I
well
took
be
a
against the
photo or
law.
not,
It could
doesn't
well
matter.
be against the
They
law.
might have been in my frame,
Right.
but I
Anyway,
can assure you I don't take specific photos of women and children. Well, women, yeah, in general, yeah, I can.
why do you do that?
Because,
This
Why
is
do
what
you do
we're
that?
asking to see what you was doing.
yeah, but I've known, what you don't get is, you've got no right to ask me.
Now what you don't get
Okay.
is, we do have a right to ask.
No,
Because it
no,
could be
you don't have any
abuse.
right whatsoever.
I absolutely
Wait.
No,
do.
you don't. You have the
I
same right as
absolutely
what
do.
I've got.
Right, we have a right. If we get a complaint, I come down and investigate it, okay?
He
But
said
I
there was a
asked
complaint.
you-
Now you know yourself. You've got to take the name and address of the
Okay.
complainant.
If the complainant doesn't want to give their name
Well,
and
that
address
is
to us,
hearsay.
then we
No,
don't give it, okay?
okay, that's hearsay.
Right.
There's no evidence whatsoever. And don't tell me about the CCTV footage, mate. That ain't evidence. Okay, what you need is
Right.
evidence, a name and address of a person that's made a complaint. That's the law. That's the law. So stand up, be a policewoman, please, and realise that I've done nothing wrong.
I don't know that. until
This
you ask
gentleman
what you're
approached
doing.
me. I said, "You've got nothing to do with me, mate. Stay out of my business." That's what I said to you. Okay. Then I felt a bit bad. I approached him and I said, "Look, this is what I do, mate." I was about to tell him, and he went, "Oh no, 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 no. I'm calling the police now." Is that how it occurred?
I'm not going to be drawn into your
Yeah, there's no
What
point.
is-
engineering
Right.
conversation. I'm
Is that
doing what
what
I'm
happened?
doing, and
What did
the young man complained
Yeah.
that he's been taking pictures,
Right.
and that he thought it was creepy.
Oh, that what? Is that against the law? Take the photo in a public area?
It depends what you're taking pictures of.
Right, no, hang on. No, it doesn't, okay? This is the law, I'm a street photographer, right? I know my business.
Okay.
This is what I do, okay? So I know the law,
Right.
okay? And I've had it many a time, people coming up to me, stop taking photos, you can't take photos of me. And I say, okay, call a policeman. That's if they want to, okay? Now I've had conversations with policemen and women and community support officers that think they know the law, but you don't know the law. The chief of the Police Complaints Commission, right, the chief officer, chief commissioner, sent an email to every single station in the United Kingdom saying stop telling people to stop taking photos in a public area, as you've got no right. You've got no
Can I
right.
leave
Right.
these
I
for
didn't ask
Lizzie
you to
and
take
the
photos.
country
I asked you to
watch
stop
people? Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Lovely. Thanks very much indeed.
Yeah, and I said, oh, no, you
You
didn't.
didn't answer.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And you're not getting my name and address.
No?
No. Because I've done nothing wrong. I've done no crime. Okay, this is where you lot don't understand. I don't know what your training's going through. You probably don't even know my rights, do you?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Right, don't mind just waiting here.
Do you know my rights?
I'm just going to go, you don't have to.
No, can I ask you a question?
Right.
Do you know my
I'm
rights?
just going to go speak with my...
Because
sergeant.
you're taking oath to protect them, you know that?
Yeah, if you would, yeah.
This is just because I wouldn't
So you asked me...
answer your questions.
Sir, you asked me...
This isn't Nazi Germany.
You asked me to come to the police station with you. I
Yeah,
sent you
because I
out
want
the
it sorted. I
street.
want it sorted once and for all. I
And what
want
did
him
you
to
want
learn.
sorted?
Him to learn that you can't just go out and approach people asking them what they're doing unless they've been a crime.
Yeah, there was a complaint. He's explained
No,
that to you,
look.
and you
That
you're not
complaint-
listening to how there was a
That
complaint.
complaint
so we've
goes
asked you what
out the
you're doing.
window. You've got no evidence
Right,
of
okay.
a complaint.
Well,
what do you do is get
we're not
say
gonna-
the name and address.
We're not going to
don't
come to an agreement, are you? Some people don't like to give their name and address, but we still have to investigate it.
you? Right, well, I refuse to be investigated because I've done nothing wrong. I've done no crime. You're not a law unto yourself. There's rules you have to abide by. Like
Ask your
I do. If
question.
I do something wrong, I hold my hands up. Now, someone coming up to me and approaching me and asking me what I'm doing.
After there's been a complaint.
No, he said that
So,
before there was a
yeah.
complaint. That he said there was a complaint. He just walked up to me and he went, "What are you doing?"
Would you live local?
So
or-
I said, "It's none of your business. It's none of your business." And as for coming up with a synopsis of why you can approach me and why you can talk to me, that's a joke. That is a joke. Someone's made a complaint. Bring forth that person and I'll hold my hands up. But until then, there's no evidence of a complaint. And even if they did complain, you can't do nothing about it because I've not broke the law. That's what you don't understand. But in your minds, I've got to answer because you're the power. You're not the power. You're not the power until I've done something wrong. I've had this so many times. I've been accused of being a paedophile as well. And I've put the policeman straight on that and all.
Well, until we know it, like, I don't know, I've asked you a question, you didn't want to answer, you didn't want to tell me what you're
No, I'm
doing.
just fed up with it,
That's
that's
fine.
why. People think they can just come up to me and say, "What are you doing?" None of your business whatsoever. Nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with anyone out there. Do you know why I don't take photos? You know CCTV cameras? You get my permission to CCTV me because it's carte blanche across the board. We all submit to it as a society. And the balance is,
But there's
we
legislation
can do
about
the
that.
same. We can do the same. We can take photos of anything in a public area. Absolutely anything. But no, I don't do children, and I don't do disfigured people. I don't do accidents. And after this is settled, you go through my footage, and he said, you heard him, and it's on video, that he saw me taking footage of children.
Women and children, that's what he said to me.
Right, well, children.
If you want to show me, sir, that is up to you. I have no power.
We're going to do it after.
No,
We're
I
gonna
have
do
no
it
power
after.
to look at your photos.
No, we're going to do it after, when
But I
I
cannot
make my
stop you and ask you
complaint.
what you're doing.
When I make my complaint, we'll do it then.
Okay.
He's escalated it now. Constable long?
Pardon?
Been a constable long?
No, not very long actually. Only just over a year now. It's not very long at all.
And were you taught my human rights in training?
Yes, we was taught human rights.
So you know my human rights?
We was taught human rights.
Give me two of them.
I'm not going to be listed off stuff to you because I've only asked you a question.
No, I'm asking you, okay. As a police officer, constable, can you tell me two of my human rights?
Right, I'll carry everything I need to know here.
Yeah, you carry it.
So I can look at it.
Yeah. You don't know them, though, do you? And if you don't know them, and children don't know them, then they don't exist. Remember what your oath said?
At the end of the day, I stopped you. I can stop and account for you.
I'm just having a chat with you.
No, but you're not chatting back to me. I've asked you a few questions. You're not answering my questions, are you? So.
Well, believe it or not, you do have to answer my questions as a police constable, but I'm not putting you on your oath at the moment.
So just to drop that over there, is it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Get a bill for a damaged pen.
Cheers.
Right, do you want to tell me who we're waiting for now?
Just going to go speak with my sergeant. You asked me to come to the police station with you.
Yeah, because I want this sorted. I want him to know that he can't just go up to people and asking them what they're doing.
Well, he can't. He's a police community support officer.
But you know, if there's a complaint, you have to take the name and address of the complaint in case it goes to court.
I'm not going to
In case it goes to court, which this probably will now.
I'm not going to speak about this over and over again, okay?
I know
I've
you're not.
simply asked you what you're doing because we've had a complaint and you're not.
Yeah, but you're not
training
entitled
officer.
to. You're not entitled to. That's the issue. The issue is he come up to me, in my face, asked me what I was doing. He needs to know he can't just do that. Just because someone's taking photos. It's not about me now, it's about the next man. Sorry.